Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel if you are new here, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. My name is Brittany. On this channel, I share my stupid opinions about the books I've been reading. I have been reading, again, I promise. I'm not going to do a recap for the month of July, just because July was not the hardest hitting month of reading for me. I have a vlog coming up next week that will round out the books that I read in July, and we'll just go from there. Welcome to my August TBR. I am going to do this similar to how I did my last TBR video, where I read you one sentence of the synopsis for each book that I've picked. The exception is going to be the holdover from July, because I do have one book that I did not get to. I will be starting it today, but I didn't get to it in July. So let's just jump right in. Up first, the holdover. You're Invited by Amanda Jayatissa. I really wanted to do an I read 3, so I didn't prioritize this like I should have. Also, I had a lot of things that came up in July. My family were here visiting me, family being best friend and her family, and my husband. I had a concert in July. I did a lot more than normal for me with other people and outside of my home than usual, and that's cool. It just means that I didn't read as much as I wanted to, and I didn't get to this book, but it's priority number 1, and I'm starting it today. I have 17 books on hold with Libby right now. And yeah, I understand that that's excessive, but I really do like using my public library, and so I'm going to continue to do so. One of my Libby holds came through, and I'm really excited about it. We have Talia Hibbert's Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, and the first line off of Goodreads for this book is, from the New York Times bestselling author of the Brown Sisters trilogy comes a laugh-out-loud story about a quirky content creator and a clean-cut athlete testing their abilities to survive the great outdoors and each other. I love Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and I have had the other Brown Sisters books on hold. Those holds have lapsed, but I did go back through and put them back on hold because of how much I loved Get a Life, Chloe Brown. So I'm very excited to read another book by Talia Hibbert. There might be other books that come through on my Libby holds, but I might extend them into September just because I don't know if I'm gonna have time in August to get through what I've pulled, because August is still kind of busy for me for work. I am calling the next set of books shelf awareness books, and this is me being very aware that I have an enormous physical TBR. Shelf aware, okay? I'm shelf aware, and what I've done is pulled 4 books. It was going to be 5, but I pulled 4 that we need to get through. So I have a good mix here. I think I have I have a thriller and then 3 romances. I've been feeling very romance heavy. Plus my book club has a thriller for the month of August, which we will get to. So more romance heavy than anything. Let's start with the thriller. I have The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark. And the first line of this synopsis is, she's back. She's back. That's it. We'll go a little further, okay? Just because she's back is not giving me much to go off of. Meg Williams, Maggie Littleton, Melody Wild. Different names for the same person depending on the town, depending on the job. Now, Children's Grandma really recommended this to me. You can see that I bought this at a library sale. Right here is the tag. She recommended this to me at the last library sale we went to. It was $3. I bought it. Very excited. She wrote The Last Flight. Have not read The Last Flight still. That's also on my physical TBR. I want to start with this one because this is one that I have not heard a ton of buzz about. But I'm also not like as chronically online as I used to be. So The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark. Let's go with my other book of the month. So I skipped June, but then I had like FOMO and regret, and I went back and selected a book in July that was from June, and I got One Star Romance by Laura Hankin because I just kept thinking about what I read of the synopsis for this book. So let's go through the first line. A struggling writer is forced to walk down the aisle at her best friend's wedding with the man who gave her book a very public 1-star rating in this fresh romantic comedy. The Last Word by Taylor Adams also dabbles in people giving books 1 star. And so I'm very excited to see the flip side of like the thriller in a romance. I literally just kept thinking about it and having genuine regret for not getting this, and I'm very much in like the romance season of my life. Thrillers will come more in like September, October, November. Summer is for romance. Anyway, I bought this book a while ago, the next one, before my husband went to Japan. We went to Barnes and I picked a bunch of books during like a sale that they were having. I don't remember which one, but I kept circling back to this because I've seen so many people talk about it, and I'm really, really curious. So I have 7 Days Days in June by Tia Williams. 7 Days to Fall in Love, 15 Years to Forget, and 7 Days to Get It All Back Again. I know that this is about a single mom, and that's about it. Looking to Have My Heart Broken by Tia Williams. The last book that I have pulled is the most recent addition to my collection that's not a book of the month. At Target with my best friend while she was here in July, she was pulling off a bunch of books that she's read and recommends to me, and I expressed having never read an Allie Hazelwood book before, and she said that I should start with Bride, and then she bought this book for me. So I'm going to read this, and she said that she's going to reread it with me, so that will be fun. I'm very excited. I've heard a lot of good things about this. A vampire bride and an alpha werewolf form a dangerous alliance in this enthralling new paranormal romance. I love paranormal romance. I'm gonna start with this and see how it goes. I have not read paranormal romance in literally so long, and I'm very excited. Little known fact about me, the first time I had Kindle Unlimited, I read this like 97-part series that was like vampire romance, and I was obsessed with it. Moving on, I have 2 book clubs. One of them is more like a buddy read, but I'm gonna call it a book club just for funsies. So Murder Row Book Club's book of the month is All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. This is a thriller. I'm going to butcher the title of the town in this book, and that's okay. Everybody forgive me, I'm so sorry. I'm a Midwest transplant, so I don't know how to say certain towns. I'm good with Wisconsin towns, but this one is in Indiana, and I just feel like I'm gonna butcher it. Everyone from Wakarusa, Indiana remembers the case of January Jacobs, who was found dead in a ditch hours after her family awoke to find her gone. One of the book club besties has already started this book and said that it is extremely fast-paced from the jump, and I'm very excited for that. And then the other book club that I am a part of is literally just my best friend and I, and she picked this month, and she actually purchased the book for me again on Kindle. She read Fangirl Down and loved it, and I just had an okay time with Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey, but she really wanted to read The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey, which is Big Shots #2, the second book in the Big Shot series, which Fangirl Down is the first book of. The Au Pair Affair, a sports rom-com about a burly, surly single dad who falls head over hockey stick for his quirky live-in nanny. Oh my gosh, boys and freaking Fortnite. Oh, anyway, the last book that I'm going to attempt to get to, and this is not really a priority because technically on the podcast, it's Kelly's turn to tell me about this month that she's reading, but if I have time, I am going to get to my smut book, and I have selected The Ritual by Shantel Tessier to read for Smut Swap, The Chosen One. I vow, you vow, we vow. And that's all that I'm gonna read because I don't wanna know anything else about that book. I just really wanna go in blind because all of the book girlies on my Facebook page, the Spicy Kindle Book Club or whatever it's called, rave about The Ritual. So the insatiable curiosity is strong in this one, and that's what I'll be reading for Smut Swap. I think that is a little overzealous. Personally, I feel like I've gone a little over the top for August, considering it is already August 4th. Yes, I am filming this the day that it's going up. Just don't mind me, okay? But I am excited. I'm feeling confident that we'll get through some of these. I will say this, I'm gonna try to get some of the books on audio to Double Dork. I already have You're Invited to Double Dork, but I'm gonna try to get some of the audiobooks via Libby to help me get through stuff, but we'll see. That is it. If you have suggestions for books that you'd like to see in a reading challenge, I am going to try to do a reading challenge this month as well. Let me know in the comment which books you'd like to see as a part of that challenge. Otherwise, it's just gonna be normal weekly vlogs, getting through the busiest season of work and reading as much as I can after work. Otherwise, that is it. If you like the video, leave me a like. Subscribe if you are new here. This is free for you. It's fun for me. And I will see you next week with my I Read 3 vlog. Bye.